How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
And welcome back to Concordia High School, where it is the second half of our doubleheader. It's boys varsity basketball action as the Carroll Chargers visit the Concordia Cadets. I am Brett Rump. DC Hendricks is back in the studio, taking care of all the controls of tonight's edition of high school basketball. We've already seen the Concordia Lady Cadets win the first half of this doubleheader with a 51-44 win over the Carroll Lady Chargers. Now we get to see Concordia and Carroll go at it, as it's the opening night of boys SAC basketball action. And of course, the boys playing the nightcaps of doubleheaders at 5 separate sites around the Fort Wayne area, including here at Concordia. Concordia got a season opening win over the Canterbury Cavaliers a week ago on their home floor, while the Carroll Chargers come in 3-0 on the season. Carroll, you look at the numbers for Carroll, and they're led by Jacob Redding and Dylan Redding, who's a senior and junior respectively, and both are the sons of Carroll girls coach Mark Redding. They are a couple of very sharp shooters from outside, along with Daniel McKeeman, who's just a sophomore guard, and it's a real concern for Coach Austin Tomes in his first season coaching the Concordia Cadets, his alma mater. He graduated back in 2006 after a stint coaching the college women's game. He has made a return here to Concordia to take over the high school varsity boys program and coach the Concordia Cadets. The teams are completing a warm-up, and that means we're just minutes away from getting this one started between Concordia and Carroll. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups and have our opening tip of the Carroll Chargers and Concordia Cadets, tonight's edition of the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement or an athletic injury, or tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans and offers the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. Same-day appointments available. Celebrating 28 years in business now with 15 area locations. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy, getting you back to work, play, and life. Visit IndianaPT.com and start your therapy today.
Okay, Sarah, I'm dropping you at Emily's, and Josh, you're going to soccer, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and by the way, when I pick you up, I'll be wearing my short shorts.
What? No!
Yep, me and my short shorts doing my daddy dance. Your friends will love it.
No!
Well, I might change my mind if you buckle your seatbelts.
Okay, we're buckling up. See, I'm buckled.
Whatever it takes, keep them safe. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Fred Rump courtside as they get ready to introduce the Concordia Cadets. And of course, there'll be some gunfire, as has been the tradition for many, many years. The ROTC program here at Concordia High School presents the starting lineups, also presents the colors. And of course, that is why Concordia is known as the Cadets, because originally everyone who was here at Concordia and attended the school participated in the ROTC program. Now it is on a volunteer basis, as students can select to participate and get the advanced military type training that these young men go through. And right now they're showing their ability to spin the rifles and doing quite a job. Not one drop of the rifle, and that was pretty impressive. Now they introduce the Concordia team here at Concordia High School. And we'll take a look at their starting lineup. They'll start number 2, Alec Bartkowiak. Also getting starts, number 3, Jaden Dance. Number 20 is F. Gottschalk. He'll get a start for Concordia. Number 21 is Larson Ashford. And number 50 is Nick Webb. So for Concordia, Bartkowiak is a 5'10", 127-pound sophomore. They've got Jake Dance, a 6'1", 170-pound sophomore. Adam Gottschalk, 6'2", 156 and a sophomore. Larson Ashford, 6'5", 190 and a senior. And Nick Webb, 6'6", 240 and a senior. Carroll starts Jacob Redding, 6'1" senior, 6'1", 165. Daniel McKeeman is a sophomore, 5'11", 165. And Dylan Redding, the other guard, 6'2", 160, a junior. Riley Perlick is a forward at 6'4", 210. He's a junior. And Jared Hofer is a 6'9", 265-pound junior center. Teams on the floor. Concordia, white uniforms. Maroon letters, numbers, and accent. Carroll in road blue uniforms. They've got white and black stripes going horizontally down the side of the uniform, both the shirt and the pants. The tip is controlled by Concordia. Cadets have the basketball. They go right to left to start the game. Here's Webb. Throws in the corner to Ashford. His 15-footer is nothing but air, and the rebound goes to Carroll. McKeeman in the front court takes the top of the key. Hands it up between the circles to Dylan Redding. Back to McKeeman. McKeeman's going to run the point. He'll start from the center circle and throw left wing where Jacob Redding comes out. Crosses over. On a pick and pop, it goes to Hofer. He'll shoot from 15 and miss it. Rebound goes to Ashford of Concordia. Bartkowiak in the front court. Up top is Ashford, just outside the right side of the circle. Drive from the right wing under the basket. Gottschalk got trapped. He threw it away, and now Carroll throws it away. Here's a drive to the basket for Jaden Dance, and as he goes up, he gets fouled. Foul whistled against Carroll. And it's on Dylan Redding, the junior of the two Redding boys. And to the free throw line, Jaden Dance, 6'1" sophomore, misses the first of his 2 free throws. 6:57 remaining opening quarter, still scoreless. Concordia and Carroll, boys action. Concordia girls already a winner, 51-44 tonight. And another free throw miss. Webb got an offensive rebound. Kick out. Open 3 for Bartkowiak. He missed it. And the rebound this time to Carroll's Jared Hofer. Still scoreless. Carroll front court. On the pick and roll, Hofer to the basket. Gets the bounce pass from McKeeman and scores. Hofer first 2, and that's the first bucket of the ball game. 2-0 Carroll. Dance across the timeline. He's on the dribble. Bouncing the ball and not going anywhere. Now baseline. Gottschalk threw a pass up top. Intercepted. Gottschalk got it back. His second shot in the lane just blocked by Hofer standing flat-footed. And then Redding just threw it away. Or rather, McKeeman just threw it away. Trying to push the pace. A turnover on the Chargers. Gives it back to Concordia. 6:12 to play. We're in the opening quarter. A 2-0 Carroll lead over the Concordia Cadets. On the bounce, Bartkowiak gets to the baseline. Double teamed, looks back outside, skips it. Far side to Dance. Dance, guarded by Redding, drives toward the baseline. Double teamed as Hofer comes out to help. Now Webb skips it. Bartkowiak, a 3. No. Rebound underneath. Goes to Riley Perlick of Carroll. He'll give it up to McKeeman, the guard. The point guard, top of the key, feeds down low. Hofer goes to work. Left-handed jump hook, count it, and a foul. Hofer working working against big Nick Webb down low, and Webb gets called for the foul. The bucket counts, and going to the line to try to complete a three-point play is the 6'9", 265-pound junior for the Carroll Chargers, Jared Hofer. And it's no good. It rolls off the left side of the iron. Rebound, Cadets. Front court, Gottschalk. Down low, Webb posting in the lane. Nice spin move, went up, had it blocked by Hofer, and it's collected by Jared Hofer. Gives to a guard, and now in the front court, Redding. Pull up, foul line jumper. He falls like he got fouled. It's a flop, and the ball will go to the Concordia Cadets. Air ball for Redding. For 4-0. Carroll the lead. Concordia the basketball. Front court, Barkowiak feeds the post. Webb hands it to Gottschalk. Count it, and a foul. Webb came up near the high post, made the catch as Gottschalk cut the baseline toward the basket, and it was a quick touch pass through Webb to a driving Gottschalk who laid it in, got fouled in the process. A three-point play could make it a one-point game, and it does with 5:05 remaining in the opening quarter. 4-3, Carroll the lead in the basketball. Daniel McKeeman runs the point. He splits the circles, looks left, brings it right. High post, Perlick turns, faces, shoots, and gets nothing but net. 17 feet out, Perlick with a nice looking jumper to make it 6-3. Webb, far sideline, Gottschalk gets a screen, now splits the defenders with the dribble, and a foul called. It's on Carroll. Jacob Redding, guilty of his first foul. Second on the team, 4:38 remaining in our opening quarter. A 6-3 Chargers lead, and 5 subs will come in for Marty Beasley. An entirely new unit for Carroll. It includes Nathan Fish, Nate Whitty, Jordan Bridges, Arius Jones, and there's Webb, and Anthony Martin. Dance, top of the key, up top to Barkowiak. 4:22, the clock ticks, a 3-point game, 6-3. Concordia trails, has the ball. Dance near the timeline, double team, goes to Webb, it bounces off of Webb, scramble for the free ball. Concordia has it, Barkowiak tips it underneath, Dance, layup, no! And this rebound taken by Carroll, and a foul on Concordia. It'll be on Alec Barkowiak, 5'10", 127-pound sophomore. And coming into the game is R.J. Anderson. Anderson is 6'1", 153. He's a senior. He'll come in for Nick Webb. So Concordia goes smaller. Without Hofer in there, Concordia has the luxury to go smaller. Bridges to Jones, top of the key. Carroll the ball and a 6-3 lead. In the corner, Fish. Up top, Bridges to Martin. Anthony Martin, left angle to Bridges. Just outside the right corner, Fish. Up top, Martin. Jones, Bridges, Martin drives baseline, cut off, back outside to Bridges. He'll drive right down the lane and miss the layup. Rebound tipped and goes to Concordia. 6-3 game, front court Cadets. Here's Gottschalk firing a three, no good. Weak side rebound to Bridges of Carroll. Front court pass, Martin, Bridges back to Martin, shot fake. Low post pass, good one, gets through to Fish on the bounce. Nice pass by Martin to Fish. He finishes with the layup, it's 8-3. Barkowiak, a fire to the wing, and that's going to be knocked away. Goes out of bounds, so Concordia will have him inbound. Near the foul line extended, near sideline, just under 3 minutes left in our first quarter, and an 8-3 Carroll lead. Ball's thrown into the backcourt where Barkowiak will bring it on the bounce across the timeline to the right sideline. When he hits the angle, he bounces it up high between the circles to Jaden Dance. Dance dribbles in, gets double teamed. Ball's being stripped away and finally stolen. Carroll has it. Jones to the basket, and as he goes up, he's fouled. Arius Jones will be shooting free throws. The foul is on Adam Gottschalk. Gottschalk at foul number 1, number 3 on the team, with 2:36 left in our opening quarter. Trying to add to an 8-3 lead is Arius Jones. And it's good. Nine to 3 the score. 6-point advantage for the Chargers. And Jones to try to make a 2 for 2 on the trip, hits the second. 10-3. About 2.5 minutes left opening quarter. Full court pressure. Here's Barkowiak. Throw across the court is knocked away, and on the scrum we've got a foul called against Carroll. Nathan Fish will be whistled for the foul. That's his first. Team's fourth. 10-3, Carroll the lead with 2:29 remaining in our opening quarter. Concordia to inbound, foul line extended front court. Gottschalk throws it in, gets it back, shoots a 3, and it's no good. Rebound to Anthony Martin. Martin gives it up midcourt. Arius Jones takes to the foul line, kicks in the corner to Bridges. Bridges will bring it all the way up top. Throw right side to Fish. Popping out of the wing is Martin, takes it to the elbow, throws across the lane where a pass in the corner sets up an open Bridges. He misses the left-hander from 15 feet. He's getting nothing but air. And then Concordia in the front court gets called for a palming the basketball. 5 subs coming in again for Marty Beasley. The 5 starters will return. 2 minutes left. We're in the first quarter. It's 10-3 Carroll over Concordia. Nick Webb comes in, sitting down. For Concordia is Larson Ashford. Also, Jaden Dance will come in, and checking out will be Alec Barkowiak, the point guard. Carroll has the ball and a 7-point advantage. 10-3, under 2 minutes left first quarter. McKeeman up top, drives to the right, had it knocked away, but McKeeman got it back near sideline on the right angle. Rotated through Perlick, who was splitting the circles, to the left wing to Redding. He dribbles to the baseline. As he goes up, it's stripped away, and he lost it. It went out of bounds, and it was not off Concordia. Redding just lost it, and so the ball turned over to the Concordia Cadets with 1:40 remaining in the quarter. Here's Kamari Anderson-Drew giving it up to Dance, and then Dance just traveled. Another turnover on Concordia. Cadets stuck on 3. They're down 10-3 with 1.5 minutes left in quarter number 1. McKeeman near the center circle, bounces it out to the left. Jacob Redding gets a screen from Hofer and a pull-up jumper, top of the key. Redding, that's no good. Rebound chased all the way far sideline. It goes off of Concordia and out of bounds. Good battle and a good chase for that free ball as it headed to the far sideline. Nobody could save it. Last touch by Concordia. Carroll the ball up 10-3. Long 3 ball, and that won't draw much, but a little backboard. Getting it back, Redding to Jacob Redding. Dylan to Jacob, and Jacob lays it in underneath. 12-3, under a minute to play first quarter. There's Kamari Anderson-Drew draining a 3 ball. Caught touchdown passes in the state championship game. Hits 3s coming off the bench. 12-6. Here goes Perlick. He'll drive on Kamari Anderson-Drew, and Perlick will finish. Perlick playing like a linebacker. Kamari Anderson-Drew a wide receiver. And Perlick finishes to give Carroll a 14-6 lead. Now Concordia in the front court. Last 30 seconds and travel on Kamari Anderson-Drew. That will turn it over to the Carroll Chargers with 27.6 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. 14-6. Chargers looking to add to an 8-point advantage. Daniel McKeeman runs the point, throws to the right, where Dylan Redding gives it up to Jacob Redding. Now McKeeman standing in the center circle with 10 seconds. Going to be a final shot attempt here for Carroll. Backdoor cut. Redding got open, and he scores the layup and gets fouled down low by Kamari Anderson Drew. It'll be a 3-point play attempt for Jacob Redding, the senior brother. He's a right-handed shooter with 4.6 seconds, and he makes the free throw. It's an 11-point lead for Carroll, 17-6. Quickly in the front court. Launched from between the circles, almost banked in by Jaden Dance. After one, it's Carroll leading at 17-6 over the Cadets. This is high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement or an athletic injury, or tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose an IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans and offers the most reputable staff in the area. 20 years of applications. Therapy is your choice for physical therapy.
Cats playing piano, selfies on your feed, your friend's picture being turned into a nasty meme that's been shared 50 times, 51, 52. When someone's being bullied online, it's hard to know what to do. Now you can speak up with the witness emoji. It looks like an eye in a speech bubble, and it's in the symbols section near the clocks in your phone. You'll let the world know it isn't cool, and you'll let your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Teams come out for the second quarter here at Concordia High School with the Carroll Chargers leading it 17-6. Carroll will start with the basketball here in our second 8-minute session. Neon Nation down to the left of us, and across the way the Concordia cheering section. And McKeeman lost the handle and an uncontested turnover on the double dribble. That gives it to Concordia. Cadets are down 11 on their home floor, trying to win their second game of the year against no defeats. There's Kamari Anderson Drew, finds Jaden Dance under the basket, a kick out, wide open three, halfway down it came out for Alec Piper, and the rebound goes to Carroll. Piper just came in off of Coach Austin Tome's bench. Here's McKeeman, right wing. Bounces it, low block. Hofer goes to work against Webb. Missed the shot from in close. And Kamari Anderson Drew goes high to pull it down. And he'll go coast to coast. Down the lane, threw it up as there's contact, no whistle. And the rebound to Carroll. McKeeman quickly across the timeline. Flips it out to an open shooter. It's Redding. And this one from Dylan Redding is missed. And the rebound, Nick Webb of Concordia. Jaden Dance across the timeline. Under 7 minutes to play, second quarter, 17-6. Pick and pop, and it's stolen. Redding has it, one-on-one. Redding to the basket, layup. He missed the bunny, and the rebound to Nick Webb. Like a lid on the basket for both teams right now. Underneath, nice spin move by Larson Ashford, who scores, and it's 17-8. 6.5 to play, second quarter here at Concordia High School, where the Chargers have the lead in the basketball. Pass to the wing, deflected on good hustle by Concordia's Alec Piper. Piper, a youngster, he's a junior who has a freshman face. He'll sit down and be replaced in the lineup as Adam Gottschalk comes back in for Concordia. Chargers ball, they lead at 17-8, almost 2 minutes into the second quarter. Fish Outside to Bridges. Again, it's the 5-man substitution as Marty Beasley has line changes rather than substitutions. Pass down low, back outside. Here's Fish. Jumping and hitting the three-pointer. Nathan Fish, 6'4" junior from distance. And it's 20-8. Biggest lead for the Chargers. Barkowiak had it taken away, and the turnover gives it to Carroll. Jones, front court, wide open. Anthony Martin, his three, in, out, almost came down through the basket, but the rebound goes to Concordia. Quickly, front court for Jaden Dance. He's on the left wing, double teamed. Up top, Webb. Webb drives, throws it up at the basket, and a late whistle will be a foul call on the Carroll Chargers. And the foul is on Nate Whitty. He's a 6'5", 205-pound junior. He'll pick up his first and the 5th on the team. Nick Webb goes to the line to shoot a pair, and no good on the first. 5:25 remaining second quarter, still 20-8. Concordia looking to get out of the single digits, and now Webb will have a second try from the free throw line. That one's no good. Long rebound taken by Concordia. Pull-up baseline jumper. Good for Larson Ashford. He got the rebound. He hits the jumper. It's 20-10. We tick down to 5 minutes before intermission. Bridges on the right wing. High post to Fish. Outside, Anthony Martin gives it up to Darius Jones. He'll drive baseline, float, shoot, and miss from 10 feet. And again, the rebound to Larson Ashford. Quick lead pass. Gottschalk cross courts it to Dance. He can't do anything with it. Throws corner to Gottschalk. 3-ball, no good. Webb, a good box out underneath. He'll have it for Concordia. Had to get it out in the corner. Long skip pass. Gottschalk drives. Contact. Layup, good. No whistle, but Gottschalk hits the layup. It's 20-12. And Marty Beasley with a timeout. 4:33 remaining before the break, and Marty Beasley is going to put the starting unit back in. Doesn't want Concordia to pick up any confidence or momentum. With 4:33 remaining here in the second quarter, 20-12, Carroll the lead over Concordia. High school basketball being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just injury or tweak your back affecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans and offers the highest wage for more clinical staff in the area. Same day bonus bill. Celebrating 28 years in business with 15 area locations. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy, getting you back to work, play, and life. Visit IndianaPT.com and start your therapy today.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Coming out of the timeout, Carroll with the basketball, leading by 8, 20-12. 4.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Brett Rump courtside, DC Hendricks in the studio. There's a drive for Redding, and under the basket he goes for the reverse layup and gets fouled. Jacob Redding, 6'1" senior for the Carroll Chargers, will be stepping up to the free throw line to shoot a pair with 4:19 remaining in the second quarter. His team up by 8. Good. 21-12. He's got another coming. For Carroll, trying to salvage a split of this doubleheader at Concordia. And it's a 10-point lead. Redding connects on both. 22-12. Halfway through our second quarter. Full court pressure. Concordia breaks the timeline. Gottschalk, long skip pass all the way to the far corner in the offensive half court. And it's a drive, Barkowiak. He had it stripped away, but got it back and gives it off to big Nick Webb under the basket to lay it in. Webb will get the layup. 22-14. 3:55, and the clock ticks here in quarter number 2. McKeeman on the left wing to Jacob Redding. He'll get a high ball screen from Hofer on the pick and roll. Hofer gets it back from Redding, and a layup down low for the 6'9" big man, Jared Hofer. Again, the full court pressure. Concordia with Barkowiak, lobs it front court. Webb has it. He's going to bang against Hofer, send it back outside. Barkowiak who drains the three. 24-17, 3:20, and our clock ticks away here in the second quarter. Front court, McKeeman for the Carroll Chargers. Chargers look to build on the 7-point advantage. Perlick from the elbow, drives to the right side of the lane and just overpowers Larson Ashford, bodies him out of the way and then makes the layup, and then a steal on the pressure. Carroll has it, a turnover in Concordia, a 26-17 game, and a 3-ball fired top of the key, and McKeeman gets a kind bounce and scores it. 29-17. Barkowiak will look to answer, and he didn't get it off the back iron, and now Carroll looking to blow this open. Jacob Redding in the front court. Top of the key. On the wing, Perlick. Shot fake, won't do anything with it. Now dribbles up to center of the floor and throws right side to Hofer. On the angle, 12 feet out. Hofer just puts in the shoulder, muscles down low, and a turnaround left-handed jump hook by Jared Hofer, and it's 31-17. Concordia, front court, and a shot from the right elbow from Larson Ashford is banked in. 31-19. Cadets won't care how they get in as long as they go through the basket. 31-19 score. Carroll, the 12-point advantage, has the basketball in the front court. On the left wing, McKeeman at the foul line. Again on the pick and roll. Hofer got set up on the baseline and hits the 15-footer. 33-19. Hofer unstoppable. Inside and mid-range. Hofer showing some real talents here in the first half, and Gottschalk just got called for an offensive foul. The foul is, well, no, wait a minute. They called it on Carroll. Everybody for Concordia and even for Carroll, they were heading the other end of the court, but the foul is on Jacob Redding, and that is his second. Minute 33 to play here in the half, 33-19, and Concordia in the front court with the ball. Kamari Anderson drew, finds Gottschalk underneath, and he missed the layup. A rebound goes to Carroll. Lead pass, Redding drives, double pump, and he scores it underneath. Nice dipsy-do by Jacob Redding, and it's 35-19. We get down to a minute left. Baseline, Barkowiak, he's fouled. Arius Jones guilty, and it's going to be the 7th team foul. It'll be a 1-and-1.
Foul's on number 11, Arius Jones.
It's the 7th team foul, and it'll be a 1-and-1 for Alex Barkowiak. Sophomore guard stepping up to the free throw line with his team down by 16 points. And it's good. Got a lot of iron, and it wanted to pop back out, but it stayed. It's 35-20. About a minute left here in the first half to make it a 14-point game. No good. Rebound Perlick of Carroll. 15-point lead for the Chargers. Clock's under a minute here in the second quarter. 35-20. And McKeeman's going to take some time at the center circle. Now they go offense. Redding, top of the key. Again, the pick and pop. 3-ball Perlick. Count it! Running that ball screen with the roll almost perfectly here in the first half. 38-20, 34 seconds. Dance takes it to the corner. Now up the sideline to Gottschalk. Hounded by McKeeman. Gottschalk top of the key. Back outside to Alex Barkowiak, and a timeout's going to be called by Austin Tomes. 38-20, 24 seconds remains here in the first half. High school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
At Parkview Sports Medicine, our focus is on you. Our care coordination helps connect you to a wide range of specialists, from orthopedic surgery to athletic rehab, performance training, and more. Sports Medicine is a trusted part of the team for your clubs, 21 area high schools, and all the region's colleges. Serving every level of athlete in every sport at every level. Go to ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. Parkview Sports Medicine, a trusted part of your team.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
24 seconds remaining in the first half, 38-20. It's the Chargers in front of the Cadets here at Concordia High School. Concordia the ball. They inbound. They'll play catch up high. Back and forth across the court. Now Barkowiak calls out a play with 15 seconds. Throws to the corner. And Kamari Anderson Drew will drain a three ball. 10 seconds still left. Carroll in the front court, up 15. And they'll try to answer. Jones, count it! Arias Jones from distance. And a three-quarter court shot is airmailed just over the backboard. And an exchange of three-pointers in the last 11 seconds of the first half. We're back ready to go with our third quarter, and Concordia will get the ball to start the second half. Concordia in their home white uniforms, maroon letters, numbers, while the Carroll Chargers with their road blue uniforms, white letters and numbers. Concordia goes left to right here in the second half, and we're underway with the Chargers leading Concordia 41-23. Barkowiak, high post, Webb turns, faces, three ball top of the key, no, and the rebound knocked away in the lane, and we've got a foul call. And the foul's going to be on Carroll. And it's Jared Hofer who ran in to Adam Gottschalk, and Hofer at 6'9", 265. Didn't collide much with Gottschalk, but you can understand the effects for Gottschalk when you run into a man that big. He's left with a red nose and a trip to the bench to make sure he's okay. Concordia keeps possession. Barkowiak throws in the lane, Webb, kick out, and it's a Kamari Anderson Drew open for a three ball. Counted for Kamari Anderson Drew. 41-26. Can Concordia get on a run and close this gap against the Carroll Chargers? Dribble over to the left wing. McKeeman for the Carroll Chargers gives it up to Dylan Redding. He'll drive in the lane. Baseline pass to Hofer. His 15-footer no good. High to rebounded is Kamari Anderson Drew. Quickly front court under the basket. Jaden Dance, and he stepped on the baseline. Turns it over. That'll give it back to Carroll with 7:07 to play third quarter. A 41-26 Carroll lead. Sophomore guard Daniel McKeeman gets across the timeline, clears out the left wing, takes it there himself right from the Concordia logo. Now to the top of the key. Low pass, pass down low block goes to Hofer. He mishandled it, picks up the bounce, gives to Perlick down low. He goes up strong and missed the shot. Rebound, Kamari Anderson Drew. Bounce pass front court. Ashford splits defenders, airballed it, got his own miss, then put it in. Could have been a travel, didn't call it. He threw up an air ball and went up and basically caught it in midair and laid it in. 6:20, clock is running, third quarter. Jacob Redding, three, got it! They've run that pick and roll time and time again to perfection in the first half. That time, Redding stepped behind the ball screen and fired in a three. 44-28. Barkowiak pass to the corner, and it's stolen by Redding. Carroll has the ball, 16-point lead. McKeeman all the way down to the low block, back outside to Perlick. Gives it off to Redding. Redding top of the key. He'll drive and dish down low. It's Hofer. Hofer misses with the left-handed jump hook, and the rebound goes to Concordia. Dance. A big collision as Dance ran over McKeeman. No whistle, and Dance put up an air ball. Front court, Carroll. And a travel call on Dylan Redding as he took off on the drive. 5:32 left in the third quarter. It's 44-28. The Carroll Chargers have the lead over the Concordia Cadets here at Concordia. Alec Bartkowiak is the guard from the center circle. He goes high post to Larson Ashford, who shoots it from just outside the right elbow. Missed it. Long rebound taken far corner by Dance. He'll drive in the lane. A kick out and an offensive foul on Dance. He took it right down the lane and then kicked it out to the corner, but his momentum took him right through the Carroll defender, and an offensive foul called on Jaden Dance, and it's foul number 2. First team foul here in the second half. 44-28, Chargers leading it over Concordia, and Carroll has the basketball front court, right wing. McKeeman gets a high ball screen from Hofer on the pick and pop. Hofer gets it, doesn't pop it. Instead, he hands off on the wing to McKeeman. Dribbles baseline, shoots from 15. A tip up by Hofer, no good. And the rebound, Concordia. Quickly front court, Bartkowiak, a bad pass, it's stolen. Dylan Redding gives it half court to McKeeman. McKeeman at the foul line. Dribbles out of trouble all the way high half court. Right side now to Dylan Redding. Top of the key, he'll give it up between the rings to McKeeman. 4.5 to play. Clock ticks third quarter. 44-28. Chargers 16 points up on the Cadets with the basketball. Nice crossover. McKeeman pulls up, shoots 15, and it sticks. Between the rim and the glass, the ball has just stuck itself. And the possession arrow points. Well, it's pointing to Carroll. And Concordia was looking like they were going to inbound. Carroll came back on defense. Now everybody making the trip down the court because Carroll will inbound in their offensive half court. Inbound. This is Arius Jones, top of the key, 3, count it. Jones, a 6'3" junior who hits his second 3-ball. 47-28. Carroll up by 19. Concordia in the front court. Far side line, it goes to Gottschalk. Up top to Kamari Anderson-Drew. Cut off, backdoor cut, and a bad pass intercepted. Carroll has it. Here goes Jones. Dishes, driving is Redding, and he makes the catch and the layup. A good feed from Jones. 49-28, a 21-point advantage. Ashford, oh, nice little up and under from the low block. Beautiful move by Larson Ashford, and 49-30. Kick out on the wing. Jones takes it baseline, floats it, shoots it, missed it. Nick Webb the rebound for Concordia. 49-30, 3:20 left third quarter. Long lead pass front court goes to Anderson-Drew. Fortmeyer, top of the key, 3-ball! Andrew Fortmeyer, who just came off the bench, had no minutes in the first half, but he hits a 3-ball here about halfway through the third quarter. 49-33. Jones, high post, Hofer. Cuts back door, and the bounce pass gets to him. He had to save it baseline. Redding, nice pass in the lane to his brother. A cutting Dylan Redding, who lays it in. Give Jacob the assist. 51-33. Gottschalk open in the corner. His 3 is no good. It rims out. And hope for the rebound for Carroll. Chargers leading by 18. 2:30 and the clock runs. Redding, top of the key. His 3 is in and out. No. Perlick, an offensive rebound on the follow. He gets hacked. And Riley Perlick will go to the free throw line, courtesy of the foul on Larson Ashford. Perlick, a 6'4", 210-pound junior forward. Shoots right-handed, wears 33 on the back of the jersey, and the free throw, nothing but net. We've got substitutions and a 19-point Carroll lead. R.J. Anderson checks in for Concordia. Perlick's second free throw, good. 20-point advantage. Perlick will sit down. Into the game comes Nathan Fish. 53-33 with 2:23 remaining third quarter. Carroll got out to a big start in that first quarter, and they've maintained a nice steal, nice safe baseline. Redding found Fish under the basket for a layup. 55-33, biggest lead for the Chargers. Here's R.J. Anderson, front court to Anderson Drew. Up top, Fort Meyer. Fort Meyer, right side to R.J. Anderson. Anderson guarded closely by Fish between the circles, throws left to Nick Webb, back right to R.J. He'll drive, he'll jump stop, and put it up underneath the basket. R.J. Anderson with the score. 55-35, 1:45. The clock ticks away here in the third. Jacob Redding up top where Martin's open. His three is true. Anthony Martin left alone, and he buries the three. 58-35. Pass down low for Webb. Holding him in the low block was Nate Whitty of Carroll. Whitty is a 6'5", 205-pound junior post, and trying to muscle up on Concordia's big man, Nick Webb, who's 6'6", 240. It's his second foul, team second here in the half. Concordia to inbound. And they'll throw it out to midcourt from the baseline, and it's caught by R.J. Anderson. Last minute 20 of the quarter. Webb. Barkowiak toward the corner to Dance. Dance comes up the sideline to get an angle. Now drives to the baseline. Turns, gives out in the corner where Barkowiak has a good look at three. Missed it. Rebound tip. Carroll has it. Lead pass Fish. Layup good. Long baseball pass. Gottschalk. He'll drive. And he misses the layup, but he got fouled with 56.9 seconds left in the third. 60-35, a 25-point advantage for Marty Beasley's Carroll Chargers over the Concordia Cadets. A rude welcome to the SAC to Concordia's first-year coach, Austin Tomes. At the line is Gottschalk, and first free throw good. 60-36. Coming into the game, Dylan Redding that replaces Anthony Martin. Adam Gottschalk second, no good. R.J. Anderson high in the middle of the lane to get the rebound. Kick out, an open three for Barkowiak, and he buries it. 60-39, last 48 seconds of the third. Carroll the lead and the basketball. Jacob Redding, high left angle, takes it to the center of the floor. From the foul line, he throws far corner to Bridges. He's double teamed down low, back outside to Nathan Fish, and as Fish makes the catch, he's on the sideline. That gives it back to Concordia. They're down 21. Just scored 4 quick ones. 32 seconds, and the clock ticks away here at the end of the third. Barkowiak across the timeline, takes it left wing, picks up the dribble, now needs help. Top of the key to Dance, drifts to the right, throws back left, and a foul away from the basketball. It's going to be on Carroll. And the foul is on Dylan Redding. That is foul number 2 on Redding. Inbound for Concordia. Webb, Barkowiak, a three, got it! Barkowiak with the three ball at 60-42. That's 7 quick ones scored by the Cadets. Now we're down to 15 ticks. Third quarter. Carroll the ball. Redding, Bridges down to 7. Up top, Fish, right angle. Redding from the foul line. Jumper, got it with 2 seconds. 1 second, and there's the horn to end the third. Carroll executes exactly as they should at the end of the third quarter. Get a nice shot from Redding, and it's a 20-point advantage heading to the fourth. 62-42 our score. This is high school basketball being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement or an athletic injury or tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans and offers the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. Same-day appointments available. Celebrating 28 years in business now with 15 area locations. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy, getting you back to work, play, and life. Visit IndianaPT.com and start your therapy today.
It only takes a minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. And you can do it at doihaveprediabetes.org. But you're probably not going to, are you? Kids, work, listening to the radio. You're busy, which is great because busy people can't get prediabetes. Oh my, I read that wrong. They can. So visit doihaveprediabetes.org and take a short test because prediabetes can be reversed.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
We're just one quarter away from joining John Nolan out at the Northcrest Pizza Hut for the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball postgame show. That'll come up after this one's over. We're at Concordia High School for the Indiana Physical Therapy High School Basketball Game of the Week. Carroll leads it by 20 heading to the fourth. Concordia gets the ball to start the quarter, and they get a layup from Jaden Dance down low and cut it down to 18. 62-44, just underway in the fourth. Redding from the foul line. A kick out on the wing to Bridges. Back to Redding, splitting the circles. And he'll throw left wing to Fish. Posting. Down low. Now up foul line to Dylan Redding. He drives. Dishes it right back to Whitty. Outside to Redding. And Redding a long three ball. Jacob Redding from distance. 65-44. 7-14. There goes Ashford, drives high up, he floats and puts up the finger roll. It's no good, and the rebound goes to Carroll. Redding in the front court to Bridges. Bridges near the corner, throws a pass up the sideline, deflected out of bounds off Jaden Dance of Concordia. It will stay Carroll basketball in their front court. 6:57 remaining in this one. Carroll's in front of Concordia, 65-44. Concordia's girls won game one, 51-44. Now the Carroll boys trying to salvage a split of this doubleheader. Redding on the left wing to his brother Dylan, who takes it up to the top of the key and then throws back to the replacement. McKeeman on the left wing. Nice bounce pass to Hofer, and big Jared Hofer lays it in underneath. Again, so good on the pick and roll. 67-44. Corner three. Barkowiak. Bullseye! 70-44. McKeeman crosses the timeline. Takes it to the right. Now comes back up between the circles. Perlick throws it left wing to Dylan Redding. Coming off a screen, top of the key. Redding makes the catch. Throws in the corner to Dylan Redding. On the pop out, Hofer replaced in the low block. Perlick, he gets the bounce pass, and they say he traveled when he made the catch and the move. Riley Perlick called for steps. That will turn it over to Concordia. A 20-point Carroll lead, 67-47. We get down to 6 minutes left in the game. High post, Dance. He'll drive, get caught in traffic, and then throw it off of Carroll out of bounds. Kind of a break that time for Dance, who really took it into no man's land against four defenders. But Concordia does inbound, and they lob it into Ashford. Ashford got a bump as he dribbled into the lane, and that's a bump from big Jared Hofer, and a quick whistle is a foul on Hofer. 67-47, a 20-point advantage for the blue-clad Carroll Chargers. 5:54 left. Concordia to inbound under their basket. Barkowiak will pull the trigger. He looks, throws up high to Gottschalk. Barkowiak comes in, drives to the baseline, cut off by Hofer. High pass to Gottschalk, back to Barkowiak. He just took steps. Thought about the three, but Hofer came out to guard him. That's 6'9" against 5'9", and Barkowiak didn't want to shoot it, so he shot faked and then took off the dribble, and they said he took steps before the ball got down. 20-point lead for Carroll. They'll inbound from the backcourt. Some full court pressure for Concordia, down 67-47. Play resumes. McKeeman, front court to Jacob Redding from the Concordia logo, left wing. He'll drive. He'll go up with the layup and get fouled. The foul on R.J. Anderson, and it will put Jacob Redding to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. 5 minutes, 33 seconds left. 20-point advantage for Carroll, and Redding makes it 21. Sure to tune in to Talkin' Sports with Jim Shevlin, 8 to 10 tomorrow morning here at ESPN Radio. Second free throw, also nothing but net for Jacob Redding, and that makes it a 22-point advantage. 69-47. We've got 5 minutes, 33 seconds left. Now it'll be Carroll putting on a little full court pressure. Bart Kowiak against the defense of Dylan Redding, and he's in the front court. In the corner, Gottschalk open. Three is nothing but net for Adam Gottschalk. 69-50. 5:15, the clock's running. We're in quarter four. Carroll breaks the timeline. Left sideline, McKeeman tries to get it toward the center of the floor against the man-to-man defensive pressure of Alec Barkowiak. McKeeman from the center circle, crosses to the right, drives the right side of the lane, and as he gets down toward the basket, a whistle. And it's a foul on Alec Barkowiak of Concordia. Quick check-in. R.J. Anderson is coming in for Barkowiak. Barkowiak has 2 fouls, 5 on the team. 69-50, just a tick under 5 minutes left. Carroll to inbound, 19-point advantage for the Chargers. They find Perlick at the three-point line. He doesn't shoot it. Redding rotates it left wing to Dylan Redding. Now McKeeman just left of the circle, centers the floor. Coming off a screen right side is Jacob Redding. Can't use it. Throws to the wing. Perlick gives it up to Dylan. Now to McKeeman. He takes it down low. Big shot fake at a man in the air, and then he goes up and shoots it off glass short. And on the rebound, it's tipped out of bounds. They'll say it was last touched by Concordia and remains Carroll basketball underneath their own basket. 4:36 left. 69-50. McKeeman inbounds at the block. Hofer goes to the right hand for the jump hook and missed it. Concordia the rebound. Front court dance. Down the lane. Forces contact, and Hofer absorbed it, blocked the shot. Outlet pass to Perlick, and he just splits 2 defenders and goes in for the layup. 71-50. 4:15, and the clock ticks away here in the fourth quarter. Ticking away on the Concordia Cadets, and then McKeeman just snuck up on Ashford and stole it at midcourt. Now McKeeman with the ball for the Carroll Chargers to Jacob Redding. Perlick will drive to the baseline, then look. Outside, it's Jacob Redding to the baseline. The pick and pop, Perlick. His three, no. This rebound is gathered by Larson Ashford of Concordia. 3:45, it continues to run. Fourth quarter at Concordia, a 21-point game. Dance to Gottschalk. Gets to the wing, throws in the corner, where Ashford goes to dribble in. Had it knocked away, and it goes out of bounds off of the Carroll Chargers. Nick Webb checks in. Larson Ashford will sit down. Concordia inbounds, foul line extended, far sideline. And again, the second unit almost en masse coming in for Carroll. They put 4 subs into the game. Kamari Anderson-Drew in the lane. Short jumper, no. Rebound goes to Perlick of Carroll. McKeeman down the lane. Spins back out. Jones in the corner. It's Martin, 3. Air ball. Weak side. Battled for, and it's out of bounds. And it was touched by Concordia. Carroll basketball in their front court baseline. 3:18 left. 71-50. 21-point advantage for Carroll. Anthony Martin will trigger the inbound. Gets to Perlick. Hand off Martin. Pull up from the right elbow. No. Rebound Gottschalk of Concordia. Barkowiak in the backcourt. Clock ticks down to 3 minutes. 21-point lead for Carroll. Concordia the basketball. Barkowiak between the circles. Throws it right sideline to Anderson Drew at the foul line. Spans down the lane, and as he tries to go up, he had his arms held, and it's a foul on Carroll. Anthony Martin guilty of the foul.
Fouls on number 15, Anthony Martin.
And it will be 2 shots for Kamari Anderson Drew. 160-pound, 6'2" sophomore forward. Way short on the first of his 2 free throws. Andrew Fortmeyer checks in, as does R.J. Anderson, and sitting down, it's Adam Gottschalk and Alec Barkowiak. 71-50, the score remains with 2:56 left, and that free throw is good by Kamari Anderson Drew. It's a 20-point game, 71-51. We've got full court pressure and a defensive hold before the ball gets inbounded. Called on Fortmeyer. That basically a foul to give. That's number 6, and the first on Fortmeyer. They'll try it again against full court pressure. It's inbounded to Riley Perlick. He wants to get it to a guard and does. Cross timeline, McKeeman splits 2 defenders on the dribble, and one of them reached in and got called for a foul. Concordia foul is on Jaden Dance, and Daniel McKeeman will go to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. 71-51. And David Ija will check into the game for Riley Perlick. Ija is a 6'5" sophomore. Last player on Marty Beasley's bench. Everyone else has played, and now Reese Swoverland is also into the game, getting a chance to play here late as Marty Beasley clears the bench. Swoverland takes it to the basket, layup good. So Reese Swoverland comes into the game and immediately hits a bucket. 73-51, 2:41, and the clock will run. Long 3, Barkowiak, and it's back iron, no. Long rebound goes to Concordia. And we've got a hand to the face called on Carroll. And the foul is on Reese Swoverland. He apparently got the hand up into the face of Alec Piper, who will go to the free throw line. Another 1-and-1 with 2:33 left. Substitutions for Concordia, down by 22. Piper, a 6 foot, 138-pound junior. Eyes it, fires it, and hits it. Now he'll get the bonus. And the substitution that is waiting here at the scorer's table is waiting to come in for Alec Piper. 73-52, now 73-53. And Adam Gottschalk will come into the game. Piper will sit down. Concordia will go to full court pressure with 2:33 left, a 20-point Carroll lead. Martin throws the entry in the backcourt to Arias Jones. He's guarded by R.J. Anderson, but Jones, point guard skills, crosses over, gets into the front court. Reaching in is Anderson, and the foul will put Arias Jones to the free throw line with a 1-and-1. 2:26 still left. I feel like the clock never moved, but I feel like I've been saying 2:26 a couple of times, but I'm not sure. 73-53, going to the free throw line is Arias Jones. It's a 1-and-1. Foul was the second on R.J. Anderson. Free throw good on the front end for Arias Jones. 74-53. Now a 21-point advantage for the Chargers. This game's never really been a challenge. Carroll got out to a double-digit lead in the first quarter at 17-6. Just really has never been threatened. Pass to the corner, stepping on the baseline is Alec Piper. That will turn it over with Concordia down 22 and 2:18 left. Carroll gets the basketball, and in comes the full court pressure unit. Substitutions, 3 or 4 cadets check in, and they'll set up for full court press. Learning moments for Austin Tomes and his young Concordia team. Ball inbounded, and it's McKeeman. Front court, Swoverland. Swoverland double dribbled. None of the officials saw it. Now it's outside McKeeman. Far sideline, Martin. McKeeman near the timeline. Guarded by Gottschalk. The clock goes under 2 minutes. Swoverland splits the rings, throws right side to McKeeman on the pick and roll. A nice move up and under by Ejah, and he plays it in. What a move on the pick and roll. David Ejah, a 6'5" sophomore, makes it a 24-point Carroll advantage. Ashford just took steps right down the lane, layup, no, and the rebound to Carroll. Front court, here's McKeeman. Up top, Jones. Swoverland. Reese Swoverland, a lefty, gives it up near midcourt to McKeeman. Throws left wing, Jones. Dribbles into the lane. A kick out. Ejah will try from distance this time. No good. R.J. Anderson the rebound. Anderson, front court. The Kamari Anderson-Drew dribbles to the corner. Now back up on the wing. High court pass to Gottschalk. Steps up to the top of the key and buries a three. 77-56, last minute of the game. On the dribble, McKeeman will come right through the center circle into the front court as the clock goes under 50 seconds. 21-point advantage for the Chargers, 77-56. Ejah near the top of the key. He'll drive on Webb, lost the handle, and it's stolen. Webb has it in his hands near the Carroll foul line, and at midcourt, it's Kamari Anderson-Drew to the top of the key, and he traveled. Went to throw the pass, took the extra step before he released it, and the turnover gives it to Carroll with 30 ticks left. 77-56. This one in the books for the Carroll Chargers. Just a matter of putting up a final score. Swoverland near sideline. Coming off a screen, taking it on the wing is McKeeman. Right wing, Jones. He will split defenders, give it off. Ejah cutting in from the left corner, and he missed it. Had it blocked. Here comes Concordia, last 6 seconds. Floater, Ashford, no. Rebound tipped. Ashford got it back, and count the bucket and a foul with 0.6 of a second. And it's David Ejah getting the foul, and the bucket counts for Larson Ashford. 77-58 with 0.6 of a second. Gonna wrap it up here. And no post game from here. Free throw, no. Tipped up, no. And this rebound goes to Carroll as the horn sounds. Our final score in the second half of our doubleheader. The Carroll Chargers have defeated the Concordia Cadets 77-58.